You see that? That's one hot audience, and they know that we're going to be talking about cool drinks for a hot day. Please welcome Pay Chen, lifestyle expert. And today you've brought us a whole bunch of different ways to do cool drinks. You know, I was just in the States, and their iced tea is actually just cooled down tea.
That's it.
Which I find so strange.
Yeah.
But now you're going to add some fruit and do some fun with it. We're going to do iced tea, we're going to do iced coffee, and a little bit of fun in between.
Lots of fun in between. Now, the big thing about making your iced teas and iced coffees at home, it's so easy to do. You don't need to be spending $5, $6 when you're out to have it once you realize how easy it is. The number one tip I want to share, though, is when you're making cold versions of your favorite hot drinks, is to brew it stronger than when you would drink it hot. Because you're adding ice, you'll be diluting it. So this way you will avoid disappointment in the end. I want to start with a nice fruity tea sangria. Sangria, a lovely beverage to have on a hot day, of course. But add some tea to it, so maybe make it a little bit healthier. You know, and we're adding fruit as well. So you can use whatever tea you have that you like. I like using a nice fruity tea bags or loose leaf, whatever you prefer. And now it's so easy to find great teas at your grocery store. There's specialty tea shops. So all I have in here is I have some of the fruity tea that I've brewed and I've let it cool down. And I've thrown in some fruit in there. Citrus works great. Whatever you find at the grocery store, at the farmer's market now, there's lots of seasonal fruits. Put in whatever you like. And then I'm just topping it off with some white wine. And you can use red if you like. Again, there's no hard and fast rule. I'm using a mix of about 1 part tea to 2 parts wine. And then you would just stir it up, let it chill for a couple of hours so all of those flavors sort of infuse, and then serve it over ice.
That looks amazing.
Isn't that great?
That's beautiful.
And you know what? I like using these acrylic patio ware. You can find a lot of them on sale right now, which is great because if somebody gets a little bit clumsy outside, it's fine. You know, it won't break. And I got these from Urban Barn, so a great place to get some nice patio wear. The next thing I want to do is to make a tea smoothie. So, you know, a lot of people are making smoothies now to start their day, a quick breakfast on the go, get your serving of fruit. Well, instead of using water or your, you know, milk, whatever you're using, think about using some tea.
Use tea?
Yeah. So
and then you get a little bit of caffeine? Is it caffeinated tea?
Well, it depends on what you want to use. I like using a little bit of green tea or a mint tea, which works well. Because we're always hearing about the benefits of tea, especially green tea, like the antioxidant. So I've got some ice in here, which I've already crushed up a bit. A little bit of my brewed green tea. I'm going to throw in some blueberries. And also, you see some mint right there? In case mint is taking over your backyard. Use some mint. Throw some mint in with the tea when you're brewing it. And you can throw it in here too. It might be a little bit chewy at the end.
Whoops.
It's fine.
Supposed to do that.
You know what? I don't mind green things.
Trying to take my cues, but that was wrong.
I don't mind green things in my smoothie.
Let's see how it looks. I always try to put a little bit, but never mind. I was going to try and pretend that was on purpose.
So mix this up.
I think it's going to be good. You know what? It looks good.
It's a nice way to you know, drink your leftover tea as well. And also, I just find, whoa, that was a close call.
A nice
really
morning drink. I would actually do this. I mean, I know we're going to talk about the iced coffee as well, but I think it's nice if you can have a little bit of fruit, a little bit of caffeine all mixed in together. That looks amazing. And you can't even see my mint mistake.
You can't. No, you know what? And I think the mint is great. Mint works great with any sort of fruit, berries, melon. And I've got these. I love these. Look at these little retro mason jar glasses. Isn't this fun?
Very cute.
There you go. Great for a backyard party.
This is awesome. Where did you get the little tops on these?
These are from Bernardin. They make the mason jars, and they've got these fun little retro-looking glasses. I love these for the summer. It's a lot of fun.
The mason jars are going nowhere fast.
No,
so
they're not.
Get on the trend now.
Everything in mason jars. Now, the next thing I'm going to start is a iced coffee drink. So this is a cardamom iced coffee. Super easy as well. So just take your cold coffee. You can use 2 shots of espresso, which is pretty strong, or a strongly brewed coffee. Pour that over ice.
Okay. I love the whole idea of coffee in any form possible.
Yeah, and you know what? Once you see how easy, this is condensed milk. If you haven't had condensed milk in your coffee, hot or cold, that is my big tip for you. It's super sweet. You don't need a lot of it, but it makes it nice and creamy. Then you would add your cream. This is a pretty decadent beverage.
Okay. This is dessert, by the way.
But you know what? If you're not having dairy, you can use almond milk, rice milk, whatever you like. It's really easy. And then the secret ingredient in this is some cardamom. And I just have the cardamom pods at the front there so you can see what it looks like whole if you happen to have that. If not, it's really easy to buy ground cardamom at your grocery store. And then if you want to make it just like a fancy coffee shop, secret ingredient, we're having all our calories today, everyone.
That is kind of a dessert.
It is.
You could totally use that for a dessert.
Beautiful.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, and so the same thing with coffee when you're making iced versions. You want it to be a little bit stronger. So make sure that you're brewing a good, strong coffee. And whatever machine you have at home, work. So if you're lucky and you have a nice espresso maker that makes a really strong brew, like I love this Krups machine. It grinds up the beans and brews your coffee. But you also do not need a coffee maker to make good iced coffee. This is my hot tip. This is what I'm doing now at home. It's called cold brew. And what you do is you take really good coffee, you grind it up, put it in a jug or a pitcher, and then you would top it off with water, stir it, leave it overnight or up to 24 hours, and then you just strain it out. So you can use a coffee filter or a cheesecloth, strain out the coffee grinds. Then you can just keep the cold brew coffee, which I've got here, in the fridge for up to 2 weeks, and you've always got iced coffee on hand. So you just pour this over ice, throw it in the blender with some ice if you like your drinks nice and cold and frothy. And honestly, it's always there, always ready, really easy.
Very smart idea. And it's really good coffee. You can use whatever
It's really good. And if you have trouble finding good coffee wherever you live, there are a couple of companies online like Parachute Coffee, the Roasters Pack. They do monthly coffee clubs where they deliver to your door.
Very nice, Pay. Love that.